possible potential association with the education sector in Australia. I'm quite keen to interested. What do you mean by that? And second, very interested in figuring out how's the brain drain and the brain going back to the country and that association will come along. There are enough people you see out here who come as students, never go back, while India does with the kind of development you're seeing happening in AP. I think we'll do a lot with people going back as well and coming here with a more strategic vision. And my another question, little longish, but wanted to understand. Australian universities rank amongst top 50 in the world, but don't come as the priority for Indian students as such so much. How do we make sure that that starts emerging, and not because of visa issues, but more because of priority?
Not anymore. Australia is now figuring among the top 3 choices.
I still feel it's because of visa issues.
Actually, that's what I thought. But I mean, looking at the energy and looking at the kind of, students from my state who are here, wherever I go, the kind of reception I get. So, I mean, it's quite impressive the number of students who are coming. I think, you see, in the early 90s or 80s, yes, US was seen as an option. I'm a product of US education. So no second thoughts about it, but I believe that Australia is really catching up. So your last question answered first. In terms of brain gain, I'm a product of brain gain. I'm a Stanford MBA, but went back and decided that policy is where my heart is, and true transformation can actually happen from there. But I think it's a continuous journey. I think there's no silver bullet, one silver bullet for it. I think it's continuous interaction. And as states, we need to work exceptionally hard to make sure the landing is soft. I mean, India is not exactly an easy country, but we need to work very systematically and build it out. And that's where policy makers have a role. That's where bureaucrats have a role. Together, we should create a very conducive environment. And that's what we're working on very systematically. And to be fair, from Andhra's perspective, we are not transactional state. We are very long-term relation building state. And that is the DNA of the regional party. So if you look at it, Mr. Naidu has had relationship with Mr. Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore way back, starting in the 90s, and that relation continues, and it's only deepened. And that's exactly what even the Australian government is looking for. So I think that kind of deep, meaningful relationships are going to be important, and building the super highways of investments to make it smooth for landing. And only then will we have brain gain in its true sense. But end of the day, I think our kids have an opportunity to go be global citizens, and wherever opportunities are there, I think they should go and be part of it, be part of that journey. In terms of universities here, Aussie universities and collaborations with Andhra Pradesh, I've specifically stated a few sectors that we are interested, but it's about 15 clusters that we're interested. And the way I look at it is, who's the best in that cluster? Aussie universities are good across, 10 domains, but they're really, really good at 2-3 domains, like any other global universities are. So I'm looking at working with them, bringing them in, bringing the private sector in, and of course giving an opportunity to local colleges, universities to host the Center of Excellence or a joint dual degree program, research projects together and do that. See, it's designed in Aussie, Australia, manufactured in Andhra Pradesh. I think it's best of both worlds, right? That's what we want to do. Now, what do I mean by it? Aqua. Right? I met the leadership of James Cook University, who are exceptionally good in Aqua, and the professor had very technical questions for me. Like, which variant? What's the name? What's the number? I said, okay. I'm not into that depth. I'll have my agriculture minister talk to you. I really don't have that kind of depth in that sector, but we want to work. So we are talking about, okay, let's look at research facilities. How do we go about with it? New variants. How do we get the farmers to move up the value chain? Then the New South Wales University, we spoke about solar panel design, engineering. The technology that came out of New South Wales University is supplied to 90% of solar panels globally. And I have 5 out of the 10 manufacturers in Andhra Pradesh with an annual output capacity of 100 gigawatts. But I don't have a technical program around it. I don't have a skill upgradation program around it. So I'm going to work with them. So what am I going to do? I'm going to bring these 5 companies together, the university together, and of course local institution. It could be IIT Tirupati, a few other colleges in that region, to come together and build this entire ecosystem. So that's the thought process that I currently have. Same thing with hospitality, because we already have signed about 7,500 keys. They're under construction in different phases. So I want to bring all of them together and then bring TAFE as a partner and look at how do we build this hospitality also out. Because if 50,000 keys will be done, and then the question will be asked, where's the talent? So before that happens, I don't want the cart to be ahead of the horse. I want the horse to lead. So I need to build the talent workforce. So, yeah. Thank you.